Matthew Perry had an inner struggle, according to Minnie Driver, with friends. In an emotional obituary polished by The Guardian, Minnie Driver paid tribute to her late friend Matthew Perry. Driver and Perry co-starred in the 2003 staging of David Mamet's Sexual Perversity in Chicago, before Perry passed away on October 28 at the age of 54. He was like a light, even though he had been in a good place when we were performing the play. He was one of those individuals who simply lifted the spirits of others. Driver, 53, wrote, "Somehow, they don't drag you down into their misery or their pain, and I know now that his pain was great." Perry was described by the Good Will Hunting actress as one of the quickest people you would ever come across in the field of conservation. He had ruthlessly funny reactions to people. You couldn't get away with anything around him. He would always do this perfectly timed thing where he would nod off in the middle of my really long stories. It was hilarious, but he wasn't mean at all, she gushed. He was genuinely kind and extremely self-deprecating. For 10 years, from 1994 to 2004, Perry portrayed Chandler Bing on the NBC sitcom Friends. This role made Perry famous. He battled drug and alcohol addiction at the height of his career. At one point, after filming season 7's wedding between Chandler and Monica Geller, he was sent straight to rehab. Cox, Jennifer Aniston, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, David Schwimmer, and the rest of his cast confronted him about his problems on set, with Aniston spearheading the attack. Perry once calculated that the cost of his sobriety was $9 million. We must remember that Matthew was an exceptional actor, Driver penned in her heartfelt remembrance. With the exception of one, all of the reviews for our play that I recently read were excellent. Some people only want Chandler, and I don't know that I'm allowed to be anything other than that, is how I recall him responding to it. Even though that character would always be recognizable and adored, it was obvious that he was much more than that. Days after his passing, in 2022, Perry wrote his memoir Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, in which he candidly discussed his struggles. The book recently celebrated its first anniversary. Last year, I saw him while he was on his book tour. Hearing him explain that he had, in a sense, exercised it by putting all that difficult stuff out there was such a comfort, she remarked. Driver wrote, "I'm so thankful that he was able to witness the extent to which people outside of Friends loved that book and loved him. In the end, it appeared to be a good thing."